Hi, sweet friends. Welcome back. Today we're going to decorate our entryway for Christmas. But before we move on, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your comments and prayers during this time. It has been such a heart-wrenching time with the sudden passing of my dad, but I have felt the Lord's presence, and I just have to trust and know that His will be done and that one day we will meet again. And so I have felt all the prayers and His comfort, and so I appreciate that so very much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into decorating. I am so thankful for this community that I'm able to step away from just all my worries and life and just decorate and have a little bit of joy to share with you. So I hope that I give you some new ideas for your home for Christmas this year that you would like to maybe incorporate into your homes. So I hope that you enjoy. So here's a look at our small entryway. Now it is more like a hallway that connects three of our main rooms, our kitchen, dining room, and family room. But I love to decorate those hooks beside the door, and I'm also going to be replacing the rug. And then I love to decorate our entryway table. I picked this one up at Hobby Lobby, and I'll also be adding some garland to the railing.
What a feeling, now it's time for Christmas. And Christmas is my favorite time.
The rug that I chose for in front of our door did come from Amazon, so I'll go ahead and link that down in the description box for you. But what I love about it is that it has a pop of red and it's just subtle enough without screaming Christmas.
I've been busy decking the halls. I've been kind to big and small. And now it's time to have a merry holiday. What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here. I guess that's spring.
I'm going to dress up this sign by adding a swag over top, and I'm going to attach it with some command strips. Luckily, so far, all the things that I've been hanging on my walls with my command strips have stayed in place. This sign is from Hobby Lobby as well as the hooks below, but I just love the verse from Deuteronomy 28:6 that says, "You will be blessed when you come in and blessed when you go out." Moving right along, I have an idea of using this wagon that says Farm Fresh Pumpkins that I picked up from the store at home in the fall. But because it is bare on the opposite side, I'm going to add the words Christmas trees from this sheet of window clings that I actually picked up from the Dollar Tree last year that were only 98 cents. I'm going to glue it down with some Mod Podge, and that way it fits perfectly with my Christmas decor. Then I want to display it beneath the hooks to the side of our front door with a grouping of 3 flock trees that I picked up from Walmart last year. I really love how this turned out. And so to the hooks, I'm going to keep it pretty bare. I'm adding this sign here that was from Walmart. And if you happen to miss any of my shop with me's, you can go back and check those out. I actually picked that up in one of those, and I showed you that in our haul. And then those Christmas bells, I believe were from Walmart last year, but I'm not quite sure. I know I used them last year outside on our porch. Coming over to this wall, when I saw this piece at Hobby Lobby, I knew the exact spot that I was going to be hanging it, and it's right here. I just love the new take on the nativity scene, and I also love that it has that black color that I'm trying to just sprinkle amongst all of my traditional red and green decor. Now that the nativity wall art piece is hung, we can go ahead and move on to decorating our entryway table. Now, I did pick up this runner from Home Goods, but I don't really like how it looks hanging over. Now, I know that's a personal preference, but for me, I'm just going to fold up the edges so that it has nice clean lines on the sides. And then I will also be adding a new piece that I found from an antique store. It's an old window pane. Now, it was in pretty bad shape, so I kind of sanded it down, and then I just went over it lightly with just a white primer. So I'm going to place that, and then I'm going to add a wreath, and this wreath came from Walmart, and I'm just going to tie it up there with just a little wired ribbon that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Next, I'm coming back in with these adorable snowshoes that I picked up from the Target dollar spot. I have to say they have had a lot of adorable pieces for Christmas, and every time I'm in there, I'm so excited when I run onto something new. Also, what I'm finding out is a lot of their decor can be used after Christmas for a more winter decor. So I'm excited to use these pieces when I incorporate and change into my winter decor. So you'll definitely have to be on the lookout for that after Christmas when I change everything out into just a wintry scene. To add a bit of warmth as well as some height, I'm adding this beautiful wooden sign from Kirkland's that says Mary above that window pane. I also love how it ties together the railing from our staircase. After stepping back and taking a look, I still think that the wreath needs just a little bit of pop of red, and you know how I love to add berries for that purpose. So I'm adding a few picks that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and that's a tip that I have for you. Always take a look and step back just to see how everything is coming together. Sometimes you need to add some things, and sometimes you just need to take away. So don't be afraid to step back and take some time to really take it all in. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of height to the ends of the table by using these black iron candlesticks with these beautiful red candles, both from Hobby Lobby. But, spoiler alert, I end up changing this, so you'll have to stick around to see how it turns out. For the centerpiece, I'm using this large wooden tray that kind of resembles a dough bowl, and then I'm going to fill it with some flocked pine cones, as well as these adorable DIY snowballs. I'll go ahead and link them down in the description box so you can make them for yourselves and display and have them all winter long.
As I walk through the streets of my old hometown, I hear sleigh bells ringing in the air. There are Christmas decorations all around. Tonight love and peace are everywhere. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas,
to this adorable sleigh that I picked up from the store at home, I wanted to display a couple wrap presents. So I found two unique ways of wrapping a gift, and I wanted to share those with you just in case you're looking for a fun and creative way to wrap your loved one's Christmas gifts. I'm adding this beautiful candle that I picked up from Kirkland's to create a grouping of 3, which is more pleasing to the eye. Then I added a Target dollar spot wreath that I cut down to size, and then I'm placing that on a riser that I picked up from the Goodwill. Now it's time to work on the garland that I'm going to put on the staircase railing. The garland that I'm using is from the Hearth and Hand line at Target. I really love it because the pine is very realistic, and it also contains some red berries as well as some mini pine cones. And it is very lightweight and bendable, so I know it's not going to scratch our spindles, which is really important to me. So what I'm doing here is just stretching it out so that it's nice and straight. Then I'm fluffing all the branches. And then next I'll go back in with some twinkle lights. And then I'll add small pieces of twine that I'm going to use to wrap around the staircase railing to secure the garland in place. If you're stopping by for the first time, I want to say hi and welcome. I'm so glad that you've hung around to the end. If you have enjoyed today's video, I hope that you would consider subscribing. I would love to have you back. Now, if you're a returning friend, I just want to thank you always for being here and for continuing to support me. My goal here on my channel is to provide a place for you to come for entertainment, for decorating ideas, for friendship, as well as for some godly encouragement. So today's Bible verse comes from Romans 1 verses 16 through 17, and it reads, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew and then to the Gentile. For in the gospel the righteousness of God is revealed, a righteousness that is by faith from first to last, just as it is written, the righteous will live by faith." Overall, I'm really happy with how our small entryway turned out. It's very cozy and simple, and I love how it complements all the rest of the rooms in our home. Up next will most likely be our home tour. Whether that be uploaded Tuesday or Friday, you'll definitely need to be on the lookout. And I can't wait to have you over for a visit so you can see how our home is decorated for Christmas 2021. Okay friends, well that does it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed decorating with me today here in our entryway. Even though it's small, I love to add decor and it's one of my favorite places to decorate. So I hope that I gave you some ideas and I really love how it turned out. Remember, this is actually my 7th video in my Christmas decorating series. So if you happen to miss any of those, I'll go ahead and leave it here at the end so you can get even more Christmas inspiration. So I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you go. And as always, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up and I hope to see you all next time. Take care, my friends. Merry Christmas and God bless. Bye.